Hey guys, it's CWillyHD here, and welcome back to Game Breakers. This time we're going to look at glitches in the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. After about 2 years of this game being out, it still has some glitches that were able to escape patches and some discovered recently. Getting out of bounds, throwing guardians through the floor, flying through the sky, and more. So let's not waste any more time and get into the episode. So let's kick off this episode with a big one that was discovered fairly recently. By using a shield, a bow, and a bokoblin, we can get sent into the sky. You can achieve this pretty much anywhere there's one of these guys. All you need to do is be above one, jump off into a shield surf, then as you're about to land on the bokoblin's head, pull out your bow to activate bullet time. If the lineup was good, you'll bounce off and get sent flying into the air. You're able to pull out your glider shortly after so you won't take any fall damage. You can reach new heights and speed using this glitch. Depending on where you land on the head, you'll get shot in different directions. I enjoy doing this glitch solely for the views alone. You can cover big chunks of the map easily if you get the right timing and angle. I did this glitch plenty of times and got plenty of amazing results. I also got flung into the wall, but besides that, I managed to reach a whole wide range of areas. The sky's not even the limit for this glitch, and it's not too difficult, so it's definitely worth your time. Next up, by using a horse, we can clip into walls and structures. Grab a horse and bring it to wherever you want to get inside. Back the horse up so it's right against it and hop off. As you're in the air, pause and save the game. While staying in the menu, load the save that you just made. When you spawn back in, Link will be behind it and out of bounds. Since you saved while jumping off the horse, the game tried to place Link on the ground behind it, but since there's a wall there, it clipped him inside. You can pretty much do this glitch wherever you want. A cool place to do it is a tower. You'll be inside and you can climb up to the top. However, you can't clip back through and actually access the tower, but you can freely run around in this glitched area. For some of the best looking results, head to Hyrule Castle. Save and load against the wall and Link will pop through on the other side and you can fall down below the world. You might land in some water, but after a little you'll be on solid ground. You're now able to run underneath here and see some interesting views. A really strange effect occurred in the sky with some glitchy textures. I continued to run around, switching between swimming and running. Even if you die down here, you'll respawn like normal. I tried to escape, but you can't clip back through on the other side of walls, so you're kinda stuck. All you can do is pause and load a previous save that wasn't from the horse. This glitch is really easy to do, so try it out for yourself. Speaking of out of bounds, how about another glitch that's even easier to do? In the mountain range north of Gerudo, head to this cliffside. Immediately after coming here to this corner, you might notice a gap between the ground and the cliff. We're able to simply grab onto the wall and climb our way down inside of the world. The cliffs get all stretched out as you're never supposed to see them. Once you're at the bottom, you can run along this stretch of land. You can still interact with the outside world and fight enemies if they spawn. Bombs and arrows will go through like normal, but Link can't. I tried blasting my way through, but it never worked. So all you really can do here is climb on thin air. When you want to leave, you can either load a previous save, teleport, or begin the climb back up. From what I can tell, you can't just climb up anywhere and pop back into the world. You have to go back through the hole you came in. This is probably the easiest glitch to do in the game as long as you're able to make it here. Now let's get out of bounds inside of a shrine. In the middle between Central Hyrule and Eldin, you'll find a shrine right next to this pond. Use Stasis to launch a ball over to this platform and unlock the next area. Use Stasis again to flip this platform over, but don't complete the shrine. Instead, walk off where this little chipped piece is. As you're falling, hold forward and right as you're about to hit the water, mash X. Link will land and pop through the other side of the wall. There's a small sliver of water where you can swim, but you'll eventually begin falling. You get a pretty cool view until you leave the entire shrine. There's no death barrier, so you can glide or free fall for however long you want. After about 6 minutes, the cube won't even be visible. Once you're satisfied though, you can teleport back out to the main world. Next up is a fun one. It allows you to glitch guardians through the floor so you don't even have to fight them. If you see one far away, switch to the Stasis ability and use it on a guardian. After it breaks out, it'll begin to tip and fall into the ground. If you're in Central Hyrule, there's a lot of them so you can go on a spree. It's weird how it happens though because they don't just drop through the world. Sometimes they'll tip over and take a while to actually go down. It might have something to do with the distance you are away from it because this one was really far away and popped right down. But anyway, this glitch is actually pretty useful if you don't want guardians getting in your way. However, it is worth mentioning that the ones who walk around patrolling the area aren't affected by this glitch. Only the ones that have legs but stand still. This could be used if you're trying to get to Hyrule Castle fast and don't want to get swarmed. On the topic of ruins, there's a little glitch we can do with Magnesis. Before we do it though, you need to set the camera speed and settings to very fast. Once you have that, find something metal. Back up so you're as far away as possible and can still use it. Then line up with the edge of it. Activate Magnesis and then quickly turn the camera to face Link and let go of L. You don't latch onto the box like normal, but the ruin is still activated. You're now able to walk around like this as long as you keep the camera facing away from the object you used it on. If you continue going farther away, the glitch will deactivate. However, if you go a little ways away and then turn back, it'll still work, so this could be useful if you need some extra distance with Magnesis. Next up is a glitch that still hasn't been patched even after being discovered pretty close to the game's release. It allows you to run infinitely, but at a little slower pace than regular running. All you have to do is hold the down button on the D-pad and then tap the run button repeatedly. Link will hold his hands up like he's about to whistle and it creates a funny looking effect. Like I said before, you're running a little slower than regular running as you're just tapping B. It's pretty much the same thing as just mashing B to make Link stutter around. The benefit of doing this over just regular running is you don't lose any stamina no matter how long you do it. So the best strategy to cover large distances by foot is running normally until you're about to run out of stamina, and then switch to this glitch running until you're full again. Ever since I found out about this glitch, I've actually been using it a lot while playing, so try it out for yourself. In the bottom right corner of the map, you'll find this lake. Enter the water near this edge behind the waterfall. Once you get close, Link will just fall through and end up on the ground underwater. Just like the hole from earlier, I guess the developers just missed a spot to add the water physics, so you're free to look around under here. When I did it, there was a dragon just flying back into the ground, so I got a good look at that. I also saw some chests that I never noticed before, so that was helpful. There's not a whole lot of space to move around in, so when you're done, just climb out. Moving on to a very minor glitch, if you crouch and then mash the shield button, Link's legs will not move and you can slide around on the ground. It's a funny looking glitch, but there's really not that much to it. You can do this anywhere you want, so try it out if you're bored, I guess. And for the final glitch in this episode, getting off the Great Plateau early. This has been a popular glitch for a while. Normally you have to do a lot on the plateau in order to get the glider and fly off the island. However, all we need is the Stasis and Magnesis ruins, which can be acquired by these two shrines. Once you have them, head to this area. You'll find a metal door in this pit, so pick it up with Magnesis and bring it up and over to this ledge. Adjust the angle so it's facing towards the lake, as that's what we're landing in. Once you're happy with the lineup, switch to Stasis and freeze the door. We need to hit it a lot of times, so I'd recommend the woodcutter's axe that you get at the beginning of the game. You want to get the max number of hits and then hop off the door right before Stasis wears off. You'll get sent towards the lake, and as Link is over the water, walk off the door. You want to land near the land because if you go too deep, you could drown. Now that we're down here, there is one important thing worth mentioning. You aren't entirely free now. Even though we're off the plateau, there is still a death barrier surrounding the entire area. As long as you stay relatively close by, you'll be fine. If you do go too far, Link will die right on the spot and be placed back on the plateau. I recommend you save while down here. That way if you go too far, you can just reload and try again. There aren't a whole lot of sights to see and nothing really to interact with. Even if you got a horse, it wouldn't change anything. I'm curious if there was a shrine down here if that would update the death barrier and you could access the rest of Hyrule. Maybe it's for the best though, as playing through the game without a glider would be difficult as it is. So that's going to do it for this big episode of Game Breakers. If you enjoyed, please drop a like and subscribe. This is the first time in a while I've done a full-length episode, so I hope it was worth the wait. I plan to do these again alongside my one-off glitch videos, so stick around. I also want to give a shout out to B-Smit for making the intro for this episode. But for now, I'm gonna get up out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, see ya!